Having taken the Russian city of Voronezh, the German army has pushed its front line to the river Don. To the north, at the knee of the German front line, the 377th Infantry Division is expecting a Soviet breakthrough in its sector, allowing advance to reclaim the city. Near Olkhovatka, in the coming days, hard battles will be fought, centered around a small grove, nicknamed Bird Grove by the Germans. The 769th Infantry Regiment, already reduced from previous battles, will suffer most of the casualties. In our campaign, a Soviet tank company has broken through the line near Farmstead Makri, and all there is to stop it are 6 AT guns, of which 3 are of the obsolete 3.7 cm variation. Okay, here we are, guys. I missed the first shot of the campaign actually, but it seems like we dealt with a light tank of some sort, so that's cool. These Puck 50s are good enough for those kinds of targets. However, where there's light tanks, there's usually medium tanks when it comes to the Soviets. So, and there we can see Steel Beast in the background, E-34. It's gonna be a hell for us to deal with. Anyway, so as I told you guys in the intro, my projection, or like my when I analyze this battle, you know, it looks like they're gonna be going from the strong point to Farmstead Makri, maybe on to Hill 165 or the strong point over here. So I've set up these two anti-tank gun platoons in such a way that they can fire on the flanks of the enemy as they do that. But we will see. It seems like we're taking fire now, maybe here from the T-34s. Or well, I don't know. What I'm thinking is that we want to... What kind of tanks are these? Light tanks. Okay, cool. We might just want to smoke them up. So force them to make some kind of move. Let's see here. Yeah. Like that. And, you know, try to envelop their position in smoke. Because I do not have the toys I had in the last campaign, if you guys watched that, against the TIE DLC. When we had access to Panthers, Tigers, and all other kinds of AT assets. The heaviest AT asset we have in this campaign is the 8.8 centimeter stationary AT gun, or anti-aircraft gun, in the role of an AT gun. And here we can see we're taking fire from the T-34s, or the T-34s are firing at us at least. So yeah, the smoke better come in quickly. I have no fears of these light tanks, those can be dealt with, but the T-34s, man. Did we manage to actually do something to that one? No, not. They need to get close and we need to target their sides, so no such luck. But these light tanks though, they're being dealt with. So that's good. If these guys would just get to hitting their targets, you know. Whew, just above the engine shelf of the T-34 there. Another round and you're... Come on. Adjust for range. A little bit lower, you're shooting too far. What the hell are you even firing at now? Maybe those T-34s. There's a lot. Okay, keep missing then. First smokes are impacting now. That's good. And these rounds are landing right into this company over here. Yeah, those guys better duck their heads down. Unless they want a 5 centimeter hole in it. Enemy anti-tank gun spotted. Let's check it out a little bit closer. It's a M45 or M42, the long 45 millimeter gun. That looked almost like, no, might be a smoke impact. No, maybe we actually impacted this T-34. I think it's a bit too far for us to do something. I know you can actually check that out in this game. I don't know if I think I can show you guys right now. So like that and like this, and we can see if we will be able to do something, and via this, you know, thing here, we can check out, and I don't think we're able to. We might be able to score some penetrations here to the hull, but it's gonna be a hard ask, really on the line. So what you basically want is for this red dot over here to be above the yellow lines here, or the, well, red or yellow lines. But I almost never do that. I almost never check that because I think it takes a bit away from the game, actually, to be fair. Like, if I want to check out, like, oh, how accurate is my gun? This is not a game, like, of percentages, in my opinion, like that. It's, I try to just play it intuitively. It would be another thing if it was multiplayer. Then I'm quite nerdy about those kinds of things, but in this case, nope. Ain't gonna happen. Let's put some more smokes down here. When those smokes are done, we can fill in here. I'm just gonna launch all possible smoke grenades in this battle. I don't care. Don't care. We need to make these T-34s somehow, you know, move out towards us, expose their side armor. We need to do something. Let's see, is this one moving about? Nope. They need to take a little bit of time to get their orders straight. But when they do, my suspicion is that they will try to move towards here. Enemy infantry has already reached the outskirts of Farmstead Makri. I have no illusions that I will be able to hold this position. We might be able to kill the units to get into the position, but against this tank unit, no. I will much rather try to kill them. Let's see. This MG is retreating, part of the anti-tank gun platoon over here. I hope the AT guns don't start retreating. The AT guns can, for now, conserve their fire. I don't want them to fire unless they know they're hitting something. Here we can see the Soviets are enveloped inside the smoke screen right now, and it seems like we saw the green flare there, that they're moving out, and they seem to be moving in the, well, kind of direction I want them to be. Yeah, if they keep going this way, that's all right by me. If they end up here, that's no problem. And this should be a really nice place to fire against when they're coming out of the smoke. Yes, beautiful. With the smoke as a backdrop. Yeah, as we can see, they're moving here towards Farmstead Makri as predicted. Very good. I don't see why they would move in any other direction. They generally try to take these victory points. Yeah, and as we can see, this arrow also tells the same. Might be why I thought that, I don't know. I don't think I checked that, but it just seemed logical. Now, I think we're out of smokes here. We can transfer to the high explosive. and maybe try to harass them with some mortar fire. Like that. I have no illusions that we will do anything with mortars or even these 37mm back or AT guns, but we can, you know, harass them. And any impact is a good one. And anything that distracts the tankers, anything that demoralizes them, anything we can do to these tanks right now will be in our favor. Here we go, nice impact. But I don't think we can penetrate from here. Not in this direction. We can track it, however. And that's also good. Soviet tankers, yes, just like that. They have a tendency to abandon their tanks, and if we hit the rear of the turret here, that would be good as well. They have a tendency to abandon their tanks when tracked. So that is good, yeah, as we can see. So let's actually have this one impact this tank here, because the tankers will probably try to get out and start fixing it, so we can just kill them when they're outside the tank. And there we go. That tank looks like they're dismounting from it as well. No track destroyed, so they won't try to repair it. Beautiful. The driver left it in reverse gear. As we can see, that's also one of the cool things. As we can see here, yep, they're getting out of the tank. Sooner or later, they might start to repair it. But now they're being suppressed by MGs, so I don't know. Seems like we've taken out another T-34 here. Very nice. It's going quite well for us. We've only taken one casualty this far. And the Soviets are calling for a ceasefire, which we will not take. We will try to really do them dirty here as much as we can, because I don't think we'll get that many chances in this campaign to do so. I will actually reveal a little thing to you guys. I played one turn, not on this side of the map. I was more towards... See if we can find it. This direction, actually, they attacked. And I don't think I won or managed to beat the Soviets a single time here. I don't know, they will do the same attack in this campaign probably, and we will see the results of that. But you know, a lot of you guys have been wanting me to suffer, so this campaign might just, you know, bring that. But I think I can do something, even without my own armor. Okay, let's now have this AT platoon get into action. I want them up on the berm. I had them hidden down here. I want them to get up and try to target tanks from this direction. As I said, they won't penetrate, but they might do something. Let's have one of the mortars actually now impact these guns. And look how tight. That's a good target. That's a beautiful target. Let's see, Viper gun from this mortar, and maybe this mortar can get something. No, it's way too far out from any predetermined TRPs. Okay. However, we could force the Soviets into a field of fire like this. So we have 4 mortars. Oh, not smokes. High explosive. Let's just keep that going for a while. Here we can see the problem as well. In real life, certainly this would not be a great formation like this, because the crossfire is way too dangerous. As we saw earlier, the rounds from these AT guns are impacting our friendly positions over here, and so on. That's why you always want to set up almost always, well, generally, you know, you want to set it up in an L shape. So imagine we did not have, imagine only the selected units as follows are present on the battlefield. In general, if we fire here and we fire here, we will not target. These units do not exist in this, you know, imaginary universe. You can fire just from any direction without impacting or, you know, having your fields fire. Ooh, beautiful. Burning Soviet or burning T-34. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You get what I mean. I hope you understand. Nice. Keep it up, guys. Nice, 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 nice to the side here. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. One more. Yes, yes, yes. And it's smoking. It's smoking. I believe it's starting to smoke. And now these pucks are getting into action. They're getting targeting. Nice, nice, nice. You can hold. You should hold as well. Let's watch this bit weaker platoon of anti-tank guns. Very tightly formed up. But high fire rate, I think. They should have a higher fire rate as their rounds are much lighter. Yeah, look at that. Here we go. Enemy retreats. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Oh, sorry, bumped the mic stand. Oh my god, this could have turned out so much worse than this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. The Soviets were actually stronger than us in the weighted platoons. They had way fewer, but as we can see, it's almost the opposite of last campaign when we had the fewer platoon. I don't think in general, though, on the map, the Soviets are stronger, so we were very lucky that they decided to attack like this and get themselves surrounded, basically. If this was like, if this was like, how can you say it, 2 tank companies and, you know, some infantry companies as well, my god. And I think, you know, we will see a lot of that in this campaign. So this was just a warm-up, guys. But yeah, we lost no platoons. The Soviets were very much reduced. They lost all control of the area, which is good. Let's see here. Tank destroyer 10, captured 10. Okay, good. 5-1. Nice. Knight's Cross. War Merit Cross. Oh my god, for deeds that occurred outside the battlefield. So 1 killed on our side, 20 killed on the Soviet side, with 21 missing, well, captured, 9 wounded, and 2 heavily wounded. As I explained in the previous campaign, this heavily wounded and wounded statistic is pretty low, because, as you can imagine, after the battle, these guys that are heavily wounded and such, they will have a hard time fleeing the battlefield, and thus we take them as prisoners of war. Here we can see they lost 12 vehicles, 3 were damaged. Yeah, and how many did they have in, I don't know. How many they had in total, I do not know. 9 tanks. Okay. Yeah, well, we destroyed 11 here, it says. I don't know. I believe in my head it was more than 9 tanks. Let's just count them out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, well, 12 is a more accurate number, as we can see 11 here. Well, odd. Well, I can just say we were very lucky in this battle. This could have gone so much worse than what we saw here. I don't know. I'm very, you know, I'm just shook that we managed to do this, because look at what we were facing. All of these tanks, man. They were not supported by infantry very well, though, so... And I think we suffered no broken guns or anything, so that's good. This one destroyed 6 vehicles. Oh my god, Adel. Let's see, what's your name? The code name is Panther4323, and his name is Thiel Dressler. Good work. 80% accuracy of fire. This one is yeah, this one is our hero platoon, or hero gun. Sorry, I'm that we managed to win this, guys. I am unsure. This could have gone much worse. I think a lot of it was due to our use of smoke, that we hindered the Soviets from actually firing upon us. These guns were very okay. Cool. Let's go through them platoon by platoon. So this T-60, let's just do it like this. Was penetrated from the front, killing the driver gunner. I think those are, oh yeah, these are T-60s. Cool. I was wondering about that before. T-60s. Okay, cool. These tanks only have 2 crew members, so the driver and the gunner are the only 2 crew members in this tank, which is pretty unique or rare. Here as well, impacted by 5 centimeter. impacted by several 5 centimeters. So that's cool. Let's see here. And you, yeah, also impacted by 5 centimeter. Here we have Boyko. He will not be able to repair this vehicle. Only one crew member left, and this is pretty cool. He got stuck in this ditch, or maybe this was the one that got stuck in reverse gear and rolled back. I don't know. Either he got stuck in the ditch, but judging by the impact angle, I don't think so, because that would mean our gun would be positioned up there in the sky. So he probably got hit out here and reversed into the ditch. Well, we managed to kill the gunner and loader and destroy the gun reciprocator. So that's cool. This one was killed by damage of the engine, so it could no longer move any further, and it was also in a pretty bad spot. Or as we said, as you know, it might have been hit out here and rolled into a bad spot. We don't know. The machine gunner was killed. The rest of the crewmen survived, actually, so that's good for them. But I don't know. I think they get captured anyway. I don't think they get to get these tanks back. This is a nice. From 500 meters, we managed to penetrate the frontal armor on the turret. We can actually do this for a second. You see how many rounds just impact without doing any damage, and then we go to the ones that actually did something. It's only 2 out of all of those, so you know, we fire a lot and a few ones get through, basically. Well, yeah, that's a nice kill. That's a beautiful shot. Let's check this one out. Oh, is this the one we already? Yeah, that's, yeah. Okay, yeah, and this was the, okay, cool. I get it. Here we have Martinenka, I would say. That's the name of this platoon leader, maybe. Anyway, he was, this was a cool impact as well, through the tracks in killing the driver, gunner, loader, oh my god, the whole crew killed. Destroying the radio, gunner reciprocated, cool. This one got impacted a whole lot. Different impacts, basically killing the whole crew. Nice work. This one, the crew survived, but they decided to bail anyway. But they do not have any impacts, which I can tell. Nothing is really broken on this tank. Interesting that they decided to... No, wait, this one is operational. They did not decide to bail. I would say they were gonna get court-martialed otherwise. Here we go. You can see... Gunner loader killed, things broken. Yeah, makes sense. Nice impact here to the back of the turret as well. I think that's actually killed by... No, it penetrated. Good. This one, oh my god. Took a shot to the engine, lighting it on fire. Nice work. Yeah, cool. But all the crew members, it seems, managed to get out. As we can see here, personnel 4. So they all survived. And this one, let's see. Did our 37s manage to hit? Yeah, as we can see, they did good actually targeting the tracks and so on. They just were unlucky that nothing really did anything. This one managed to damage the turret, which is pretty cool. So the 3.7 did something at least, other than just distract it. But here we can see the 5 centimeter killing driver, machine gunner, killing the loader, injuring the gunner. Gunner is the only surviving crew member then. Let's see here. Yeah, the gunner is surviving, but he's wounded. So here we can see, what is this? Maybe a motostrelki platoon, or a motorized platoon, as they have trucks. None of the members can be spotted though right now. Here we have these guns. F-22. Oh, okay. I thought these were M42s, but it seems like I am wrong. I am mistaken. Divisional gun F-22. Okay, interesting. But yeah, these guns were kind of taken out. This one seems to be, still have some personnel that can operate it, but yeah, they're not doing too good. Okay, cool. Let's head over to the operational map, and I can show you a little bit the battlefield that we're fighting on. Okay, good work. We routed this battle group. Nice work. Over here, as we can see, okay, we get quite a few companies into the battle here. That's good. Even our guns from earlier, I think. Yeah, these were this was I remember we used this platoon in the previous battle, and here we have some mortars. That's good. So after having tested it out a little bit, because I didn't want to just jump into this and start recording without like any preparations, I wanted to actually feel it out and see how the map looks and such things, and how the AI behaves. From testing, what I noticed was that the Soviets would always try to attack here in the north, and they managed, because this part of the front line is not occupied, they managed to always break through here and create this horrible battle. As we can see, there's a lot of battle groups facing us, and they managed to break through, and we had to, fight a two-way fight, basically fighting Soviets inside here, as well as all of these battle groups. So what I've decided on doing is moving this one up from all the way over here, this node here, to here, because then we get a continuous front line towards the enemy. They're gonna be suffering from like some maladies, or they're gonna be tired and low morale and whatever, but it doesn't really matter. They're not there to fight, they're there to just fill in a hole in the line. So yeah, up here we do actually have some heavier 80 guns. We have some 75mm ones, so if we face off against the enemy tanks, we might be able to do something actually. So yeah, but this great, push will be for the next episode. And I'll see you guys then. So thank you guys for watching this first video on this DLC. Please tell me what you think. And if you liked how it's beginning to look. I think this next episode will be definitely, just looking at this, it's gonna be a hard fought battle. Definitely. I'm not looking forward to this at all. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So, but I'll see you guys then. And until then, take care. Bye.